And welcome back to the Ben Podcast. This is Shartan, your friendly host from Sweden. To my, I'm going to try to do this right for once. So, left, which
You
is my
cheated.
right. I did. Did you see I did this? So, right is left, left is right. We got Mikey Famine. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Are you not
Sit
entertained?
down. Sit down. There you go. And of course, we got the lovely Dan Russell who joined us for the main show today. And as you can see in the actual link, I actually did something. Joined by Dan Russell, author of Rebirth, and a link to the Amazon where you can buy his book. Yes, I put it in the description.
Wow!
I did a thing.
Two things
Yes.
at
Oh
once.
my goodness! Hey, Jartan, you know what else you're gonna be mad about?
No.
Look what else I bought.
Oh,
Yeah, that's bourbon. Why would I be mad about that? I'm just glad one more bottle is out of this world.
Did you see that bottom section?
Yes, 100 proof.
Oh yes.
That's what we drink for breakfast. Come on.
Just what you guys choose to feed your children does not have anything to do with what we give our children over here.
And of course, we got Ease of Easism. Thanks for joining us, mate.
evening. Thank you for having me.
We're always glad to have you. You know that. Always
Here-
welcome on that show. Our
Here, let me-
resident artist.
Yeah, let me build a bridge here. So Dan, you're a musician and a writer. Ease is an artist. Let me while I'm talking about, let me pull up Ease's Instagram here. And let me just get like a live reaction. No pressure. I mean, if you don't like it, he's not gonna find you and murder you. That would be bad.
Maybe.
But
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Ease we've commissioned Ease to do a bunch of stuff for us. Well, Shartan has. But it is the artist brain is super weird to me, and it's probably my favorite thing because it's the thing I understand the least. Like Ease looks at shit and it is to me nothing, but the potential he sees is just incredible. And the same thing could be said about like poetry and shit like that. Like it's just words, but it's the artist and it's that special percentage that you and Ease have that all the rest of us kind of don't. That kind of like sets you guys apart and makes you guys different. And that's like my favorite part of y'all. Where the hell is your Instagram?
I got it. You're too slow.
Well, then you do it.
I will.
You know
I
what?
will.
Do it, coward.
And I'm gonna take my favorite. Start off with my favorite picture.
You won't do it. You're afraid. Oh.
Oh,
It's-
nice.
Yeah, but you're on a Mac, so everything's like fucking tiny. Can you zoom in, mate?
Yeah,
That's cool.
probably can. I don't know how, but I know I can. Let's see. I don't know. How the fuck do you zoom in on a Mac?
That's why Mac sucks.
No, I just it's
Command Command Plus.
really? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Control Alt Delete. No, Alt F4. Alt F4.
Shut
That's
your
what-
whore mouth. And
That's
I
my
recognize
saying.
I recognize this too.
That's cool.
I made that for Jartet.
What's that for?
That's the glow in the dark paint for the paint he commissioned me for. Let me find it for you and I'll send you a copy so you can post it.
Yep.
Tim.
What's going on?
As
What
you
up,
can
homie?
see, he does some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Is that at the lab?
Yeah, that's at the Graph Lab. That was a couple of weeks ago. We had a little get together and the whole thing was a science lab. Everybody came out
Oh,
for
cool.
one of somebody's birthday and there was a bunch of us. We did the whole thing.
So
That was the beginning.
So Ease, I know we've talked about this, but maybe for people who haven't who didn't see that episode, can you kind of explain or give like a little breakdown on like what the Graph Lab is and what they do?
The Graph Lab is a community center in Los Angeles. It's mainly built around the Pico housing community, and they have property. It's a big yard, as you just saw, like a parking lot, and allows people from the area from all over to come and paint. It's free, keeps people off the streets. It's not just art; it has a dance and music, basketball courts. They deal with housing and taking care of the homeless. It's a huge community center. It's just a hub here in downtown Los Angeles. And again, the Graph Lab revolving around graffiti.
Which I think is probably one of the like people get so upset about graffiti. It's like, well, did you give them anywhere to paint?
Right.
Did you try that first? Like,
And
how
over
hard
the
would
years,
it be to do that?
yeah. And over the years, like we're lucky now we have more spaces. Like up until maybe 5 years ago, we were still having problems. To the point where, like in New York, there was a place called the Fun Factory. It was a huge building. It was a big factory, and the guy who ran it, he basically just let us go and paint top to bottom, in and out. We turned it into what came to be known as the Fun Factory. You can look it up. City came and tore it down overnight on us, and we sued the city. We sued the city mainly because it it was it's our art. It was a graffiti art. It didn't belong to them. They didn't have no right. So a bunch of graffiti writers got together with the owner. They sued the city and won. They won a big case, and now instilling more places, without them being taken down from the city because they don't like the way it looks.
Yeah.
So, it leads to some good stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wanna go out
downloading
there.
it.
If I ever make it down there,
Hmm.
I want a personal tour.
No, you'll get. No, that's not a problem. What do you call it? Let me look here. I think I just did it download. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, it's great looking art, man. Really
Thank you.
great.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
There's a lot of really cool, different like graffiti and like murals and stuff down here in Nashville. That's
Oh, yeah.
really really cool. Like all the like in the neighborhood I'm in particular, there's a lot of different murals for like different like black artists because I live in like a predominantly black neighborhood. Around like there's this really really awesome mural of like some of the different like iconic like black like musicians that have been lost over the years, like with like Jimi Hendrix and Prince and that stuff. It's
Right.
really really cool. It's like a stone's throw from my house. It's really cool. There's just stuff like that all around the city.
Okay. Yeah. No. It again. The good thing is that the majority of the United States has opened up to. It's a lot more commercialized. It's a lot more accepted. I appreciate that. Some things are forgotten along the way. I hope that more education about it doesn't let them to be forgotten. But I really appreciate where it's gone from where I come from, where it's a felony. It's something you did in the dark, something you did without anybody knowing, nobody showing their face, to being something where you're sought after. And then now it's an art. Now it's in galleries. Now it's everywhere in every state. And hey, you got graffiti over here. I'm good. And it's global, and that's really good to see, especially me coming from an environment where again, it's a felony.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I sent you the pictures of that glow in the dark. Those are the
Yeah, I see it.
originals. Yeah, that's what it looks like without the light.
Ooh.
And because of fucking COVID, it's still at my parents' house.
Really? I thought you said it back there.
Yeah, my dad wrote that quote wrong.
Ah.
he missed, a zero.
Got it.
Excellent.
So it was
Excellent.
ridiculously expensive to get sent here. So it's going to stay there till I get to go home.
Gotcha.
So
And pick it up.
So before the episode kind of like ended, we were kind of like, I don't know if we were all railing against, but we all kind of had our criticisms of like the music industry and what it's done to music at large. I hate how all of this shit has turned out. I think, well, here, I'll say that I have a two-pronged argument. I still hate the music industry, but I also love how easy it is for people without thousands and thousands of dollars. They can get their music out to people,
Mm-hmm.
and they can get it out in front of people who might be able to help them get to a better place musically, where they can either give them like helpful tips, or if people want to invest in musicians, they can do that now. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before, when you only had a MySpace, you weren't just like getting approached at band practice by people just strolling about saying, "Hi, I really like the cut of your jib. Would you like $10,000 to get your project off the ground?" Like, it's
Well,
just,
see, I dabbled in music. I was almost there, but point being, one of the things that really aggravated me was it wasn't so much that those opportunities are now even bigger now. You have a bigger audience, you have a opportunity to get your stuff out there a lot better. The biggest problem I see is that they only look for something catchy. They don't care if you know how to write music. They don't care if you know music. It sounds good. They're buying it. Invest, and that's a problem. You no longer have music. You have noise. So it starts. Yeah, the promotions are out there. The money's able to be made, but they're not encouraging people to learn how to make it. They just want to hear what you sound like. No. We should look for musicians and not people who just put something together just to make a fast buck.
Mm-hmm.
They might love what they're doing, but they should. And if they are going to invest, if they do see potential in them, then teach them, invest them, and invest fully. Send them to school, show them how to do it, so that they can be better. That's a problem I see with the music industry. Not so much as far as like being able to get out there. You should just encourage them to do it better.
One thing that I would say opposed to that is that when, as Mikey said, like, yeah, it's so easy to get your stuff out there now and get financing through Patreon, GoFundMe, and I don't know, Kickstarter. Everybody can put their music out on Spotify.
even me.
Yes. But how do you then get seen? How do you make sure that people see you?
You
And
can't,
hear you.
because there's
And
10,000 people
notice.
that posted at the exact same moment you did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you all got the same idea.
So,
Yeah.
not all had the same idea, but it's
You know what I mean?
yeah. No, but it's
Same motivation.
Yeah.
it's always the guy who does something insane. Sorry.
Right.
I need some
Well,
tea.
Have a sip of coffee there.
Coffee.
Yeah, right.
It's always the guy guy or girl
IPA
or band
coffee.
who creates some buzz, and not because they did something good, not because they made something productive. No. They just did something that made them, end up in the media. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. I think that some good musicians are out there. Yes, I think the quality of the really good musicians out there is better now than it's ever been. But
What genre? Hold on. What genre? Honestly, what genre?
especially in metal music, which is my genre. The quality of the musicians out there and the things that they can do is just never been seen in metal music before.
Okay.
It's fantastic. It's so many good musicians. I don't know if I necessarily think that everything they do is well composed or well produced or well written, but the things that they do with their instruments is absolutely fantastic.
Who are you talking about again? I'm sorry.
Metal musicians today.
Oh yeah.
See,
Oh, I had
see,
I
they're
wrote
playing an instrument. That's fuck yeah.
like I wrote this down earlier, and I don't know, Dan, like if you have an opinion on this, but like gent music is insane.
What
Like,
is that? I'm sorry, gent. What does that mean?
it's like it's one of those many subgenres of like metal or hardcore.
Mm.
It's kind of like if metal met math rock.
Okay.
So it's very intricate, it's very heavy. People typically have like the fucking flared fret, fucking 7 or 8 strings.
So is that like animals as leaders and like
Meshuggah, Meshuggah, animals as leaders. Meshuggah is basically the grandfathers of gent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
like-
mean, they're insane musicians. That's a fact. Like they know their instrument. Definitely. I don't get into like the super like technical stuff as much. I'll dabble in it just as a musician. I find it interesting, but like, and like some of the stuff, like as a listener, it can be good too. But I don't totally geek out on it as much as I guess I used to.
I do.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have one year Makar in the chat.
That's
Wanye.
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 Makar. Wanye Makar. He says, "I'm drinking Shiraz. How's that delay going?"
It's actually pronounced Wanye Maker.
Wanye Makar.
Oh,
He's a lord or something, right?
Right. Or Maker.
We're such what better friends do you need is Wayne and Dan. I don't know if you probably didn't see this, but like maybe like what 4 weeks ago, Wayne said something about being a lord and da. Fucking some idiot who's from Norway decided to fucking go online, and you know how you can buy like a plot of like 1 square foot of Scotland to make yourself a lord.
I did not know that. That's incredible.
You got.
So fucking Wayne is officially Lord Wanker of Essex.
That is awesome.
He's got a certificate. He's got an ID. He's got the whole shebang.
That is badass.
I want to be a lord.
He's the Lord Wanker of Essex.
Yep.
That's badass. That's straight up badass.
Worth it.
That's incredible. Why Scotland? Why not anywhere else?
Because that's how it works. It's that's how it works. If you own land in Scotland, you're by definition a lord.
Okay.
So officially, Wayne, according to as far as Scotland is concerned, Wayne bought a square foot of land. And his name is not Wayne. His name is Lord Wanker of Essex.
Does he know where like the square foot is?
Yeah. It's got the the coordinates on it.
Okay. That's incredible. Lord Wanker of Essex.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Like, as funny as it was as a joke, it's even funnier that someone in some office has to record that now.
As they like just roll their eyes and write it down.
Maybe that's his real name.
Yeah.
Wanker. Like, I don't know.
Wayne wrote cunt, and then Simply Secular Dave wrote, "Oh, is that an acronym for see you next Thursday, suckers?"
Yes, it should be.
That's a great.
Yeah. So No, but back to the music. So I'm all sold for the genre. But I'm more, you know, this was one before it was called gent. You know, when there was basically Meshuggah out there doing this thing, where they started calling it jazz metal because it has so much influence from jazz beats and how you build songs from jazz.
Or wasn't it not fusion, but what's the other one? Progressive.
Yeah.
It didn't progress like progress rock has a lot of like jazz roots.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it doesn't like everything just straight up come from jazz.
Well, if you dial it back, yeah.
Modern rock, modern rock. Yeah.
Jazz or blues.
Yeah. Jazz and blues, but and gospel, a lot of gospel actually.
Well, that's what birthed blues and jazz.
Right.
It was the gospel.
But yeah, it's so Meshuggah is still, you know, sort of household gods in my house. They are fantastic musicians, extremely nice guys, and just so talented. And there's things that they do, I just don't understand how they hold it all together and how they like change, you know, beats all the time, and just in very subtle ways. There are more. There
is a Chinese novelty company doing business in the USA selling fake Scottish lordships on the land that they are not legally allowed to parcel. Established titles, they spam Facebook. Shartan.
Nope, not that one. It's called like something.
He did his research before he made the purchase.
Before he made a joke purchase to just prank his friend.
Put in hours of research into a joke purchase.
I wouldn't put it past him, to tell you the truth. Not for a moment.
It's called HighlandTitles.com. Yes.
It's incredible.
Ooh, I missed. Okay.
So I did go into actually when I did that. I'm like Highlander. No, I actually did go into that established titles, but then you know it actually popped up like this. It's not. No. A plot of land you can visit anytime. Like as soon as the world fucking opens, I'm gonna drive over there, pick Wayne up. We're gonna go up to Scotland so I can piss on his land while he has to.
Say, I'm definitely pissing on it. Like, bring me with. I'm pissing right on his land.
Like, imagine if like I bought like something that's just like basically just outside a farmhouse, and like people are just like, "What? Oh, you guys did?
Oh, nothing.
We own this."
What are you doing here?
Right? What are you doing here?
How'd you get in this land?
Is it like in the middle of somebody else's land, or is it like a little corner of something?
All right.
We made a funny joke how it would be like in the middle of a highway, or like when the highway like decides that it needs to expand, and there's a little plow line. He's like, "Fuck that, not selling." Not selling. I was like, so you're just gonna have this pothole in the middle of the fucking highway?
Yes.
Fucking wait.
Yes. I can actually log in. I can actually show you where his land is.
Yay!
Give me a second. Fuck, you know. I'm so glad I did this on my computer so I can do it. I'm so happy now.
He says, Wayne says, we can have a barbecue between the A8 and a bin shed.
All right.
Man, I can't wait for COVID to be over. I had so many plans for 2020.
Man.
Oh, it's a beach property.
Really?
Oh, beachfront real estate.
Beachfront? No, I want this back, dude.
Let's see.
Can I get this back?
Fuck it, just buy another one.
No, buy the one right next to his, and
Right.
then never take out your trash. Let your grass grow all along.
Mm-hmm.
Just lower the property
Invade.
value.
Fuck that. As a matter of fact, invade.
Take over. Launch an assault.
Nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So it is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Look at that. Way to go, Wanye.
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 Look
Wanye
at this,
Paquette.
Wanye.
Mr.
That's your
Mocker.
man.
That's where his land is.
That's Mr. Mocker's land. Excellent.
Mocker Island, they call it.
There you go. Little piece of heaven. Right? Is there a road next to
my
zoom in?
God,
Zoom in,
it's
zoom in.
fucking. Look at that. That's fucking marsh.
Yeah, that's what
Zoom
I'm about to say. Zoom in, zoom in.
He owns like on that square foot. There's like 2 pine trees.
in. No, that's dude. That's not even
Zoom
a
in.
pine tree. Is that as far in as it goes?
Yeah, that's far as it goes.
Oh, that's
Oh man.
So is that what?
it's not beachfront. That,
No,
looks,
but what-
that looks like a road.
creek. That's creek front.
Yeah, right?
So what kind
you
of
bought him
pond
a
is
fucking
that?
you bought him a fucking square foot that is the gutter next to a road.
Got him a nice pothole.
He bought a pothole. A little
Straight
a
up
little,
sinkhole. I have a little sinkhole for you. There you
a
go.
little crevasse that a dead possum just fucking ended its life. No, and that's not how you spell that word. I know that's how you say that word, but that's not how you spell it. Wayne, who speaks English, he says, "Hey, wind your neck in. I invite you." All fucking day. That's all I hear. Wind your neck in. I invented you. Oh,
Who farted?
not it.
Not I. That was my chair.
Tim,
Isn't that the swamp where Shrek lives?
Uh-huh.
Word.
Oliver Scotland.
Tons of Mice, the legend. And I'll let you know this, Dan. Tons of Mice is also a writer. I told Tons of Mice in a little message. I was like, I'm gonna send you a copy of Dan's book.
Nice.
So I'm gonna get 2 copies. One's going to me and one's going to Tons of Mice. So if you guys notice that Tons of Mice comments have become more poetic, this is why.
Appreciate it.
Because when you like your friends, you actually go out and buy their shit. You don't ask for it for free. Dicks. Buy the shit. Just buy it.
Yep.
Exactly. And then buy them a piece of land in Scotland.
There you go.
For no reason other than that you get to call them Lord Wanker. Well, so that you can call them Lord Wanker and they have no legal reputation. Like they have to take that because that technically is their name.
It's their title now. This is your name now.
Didn't you steal his Facebook picture and like send that in as like the photograph for the ID?
Yes, I did.
So it's a picture of Wayne on the fucking ID. It's not even like it's Jonathan like being a dick. No, that's Wayne's ID. It's got his face on it.
Lovely. That's just awesome. I'm sorry, guys. That's really good. I like that one.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at that.
I'm really trying to find a joke to do on Mikey, but his website don't have the prescriptions.
I hate you. I got to figure out whoever bought that shit and buy it back. Like, I have to stop the slander. I stopped paying the hosting on my website, and somebody like sniped me, and it does not go to my former website or anything that's similar. It goes to very unscrupulous, well, or scrupulous, depending on your persuasion, things. But it is nothing that I was associated with.
Right.
Whatever you're thinking it is, Dan, add black to it, and that's exactly what it is. And I was like, oh no, that's not where my music lives. They're not even playing my music here.
Shit for free.
Thank you, Wayne. I do love BBC Two, especially because that hosts Top Gear, which is one of my favorite shows. You're absolutely right there, Wayne. I love
They're
Top
on
Gear.
BBC one night.
I don't know how all that works. I just found out that they have to pay for TV up there. Like they have to have a TV license.
Who?
Brits.
Oh, the Brits.
Yeah, you have to have a license to
That's
watch
because
TV.
of Wanye Mocker's loss in court. It's his fault.
Yeah, it's probably-
Mocker lost that court case.
Mocker v State of UK. the landslide victory.
Oh, I just did a thing.
What did you do?
I just ordered a book from Amazon.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey.
Guess what
Wait.
book I ordered?
Oh, gross. You bought it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you probably bought something disgusting.
yeah. Why would
Wanye? We love you. We love you. No, don't get upset.
Oh, you bought Dan's book. Oh, okay. I thought
Yes,
you
I
were
did.
buying some of those other books you were talking about. I was like, oh.
No.
I thought you were talking about my book. Oh,
No.
gross! You bought that?
No, I
I
actually
bought
did.
two.
It's going to arrive on the 16th of April. I look forward to it.
Right on. Appreciate it.
What month
Thank
are
you.
we in?
April.
Okay. I don't know.
So that'd
anymore.
be Friday. Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Friday. Everybody loves that song.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of great songs.
Yep. Hitmaker right there.
That's not her fart.
Her
That's not
fart.
her. That's not her fart. Though. Randall.
No, not really. That kind of goes into.
Randolph.
Hey,
Hello.
Good to see you.
how's it going?
Yeah, I got.
but yeah, that you were saying like that does go into like the people just shoving money behind something.
Yeah, and like I was gonna say, like kind of what Ease was saying about trying to like when you get like the record company gets like what they consider a talent or whatever, and to like instead of just pushing them out to like maybe send them to a school or something to work with them.
Yeah.
At least in that specific case, I guess. Because that girl got obliterated when she put that out.
That really wasn't her fault.
No. She just wanted to get down on Friday.
And the thing is like we know she didn't make the music. We know she didn't write the lyrics. But she was just a young little cute girl. And they said, hey, get up here and sing the song. She said, okay. And then they just fucking lambasted her online for years.
Rebecca Black, that
Rebecca
Friday
Black.
song.
But it's not her fault. So if you guys hate the song, maybe you should be mad at the people who actually wrote it, not her.
Right.
Because those are two separate entities.
Who was it behind her that like who was it that pushed that? Like who was the company or
I want to say Atlantic, but let me double check.
Atlantic?
Her title on Wikipedia now is YouTuber.
Famous YouTuber.
Holy shit, Randolph.
Yeah.
That is so fast and so loud.
That's some hard typing.
Holy-
Darn it. I think I'm using. I'll make sure I'm using the correct mic here.
Are you gonna try out you gonna hit up the Yeti?
That's the first
Thought
time
I'm
I've
using
heard.
Yeti here. Let me see. Oh, I have Yeti set for my operating system. What the heck? Okay, let's try this. Is this better?
Oh, there it is.
Much
Look at him. Oh, yes.
Seems
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
StreamYard, for some reason, doesn't go with the operating system choice. It overrides and picks the first one in the list.
Them's be the that
Is
be
it the
way.
default? Is it set as default?
No, I had it set. My operating set for the Yeti as default before I joined in here.
That's why.
So
Yeah.
StreamYard's got a bug. Okay.
But no,
Every time.
StreamYards will look for the default.
No, they don't. They just go for whatever they remember the last one as.
Okay,
The last one I
that
used
makes sense.
StreamYard was with the Yeti just the other night with you, Mikey. And
That's right. Yeah,
it's-
and you changed it.
well, yeah, you helped me get the settings right on it. Thank you. StreamYard now, of course, is going back to first in the list. That's what I
Lazy.
think's happening.
Hmm.
Oh well.
So Rebecca Black, she was with the Arc Music Factory, ARK.
Hmm.
And I think it's defunct now because it says formerly and was, and there's a lot of past tense in this, but it says Arc Music Factory, formerly Arc Music Production, was a musical composition and production company based in Los Angeles, California. The company was co-founded in 2010 by Patrice Wilson, who partnered with producer, composer, and multi-instrumentalist Clarence J.
Hmm. Interesting.
So yeah, it's one of these places that technically is a record label, because that's the thing. Like, that was my dream after like the first run with Temper's Revenge, like my first band, was to like, I wanted my own.
Oh, it looks like he's got his reading finger up.
That's
That's how
great.
that's how he turns the pages. But that's what I wanted to do, because I was like, I want my own record label, because I thought it was so shitty and so difficult for people who are young and talented to get noticed, to get signed, to get tours, to do all that shit. And I was like, I want to help other people get that going. And then I like started looking up, like, how do you make a record label? How do you do this? How do you do it? And you know what they all said? Just do it.
Yeah.
Just trademark the name and just start an LLC, trademark the name, and just do it.
Yep.
That's what everyone else is doing. They're just
It's a business.
Yeah, you just make a business. Like, oh, well, how do I make a business? Do you want a business? Yeah. Well, then you just did it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, by most definitions, that's it. Like, you it's easy to do. But
The government will help you if you have any questions. Just call and be friendly, and they'll tell you everything you need to know. You can set it up yourself.
don't trust no damn government, man. You know me.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the wrong spot, huh? Here's here. And yeah. Randolph, you can beat Brenna today. Our esteemed Brenna.
a bunch of what
Yeah.
you just said cut out. I don't know why.
I might
No,
have been
it-
talking.
So the reason, Dan, we're doing this is because Randolph and Tim, they're centrists. Ease and Mikey are conservative right wingers, and you and me are, leftists. So
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
the sensible and progressive people of the group.
I thought I'm more left leaning. I guess I thought wrong about myself. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
let me adjust that. Just
This
a
is
little
my
bit.
show. I tell you how it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Technical difficulties. That's crazy.
Oh, Sartan, come back.
Oh
We need
no! Oh, what happened? How did that happen? How'd you get way up there?
He moved to the right wing. What happened? Oh, okay.
Oh, now he's back with me.
You sound so excited.
Oh,
Don't
so
sound
impressed
so
with Sartan's speech
disappointed.
just now.
He's really upset. He's like, "Oh, cool, you're on my team again."
Cheers, Sartan. Cheers.
There's. I'm drinking my tea.
Yeah. And now you gotta blow the steam off of there. You don't want to burn your lips.
That's
on the IPA.
That's a soybean drink, by the way, and I'm told that everybody who drinks soy is really far on the left. So I don't know. I'm all
I can't-
confused now.
You know what's crazy?
They call
Like,
them
for-
soy boys.
sorry, boys.
But
Yeah.
it's not the only thing I drink. It's just what I'm drinking right now.
And the thing is, like, they give that to people who have like super severe allergies.
Oh,
I have an allergy to, like, I don't have an allergy, but I'm intolerant to like most soy.
Hmm.
I fucking had a bowl of cereal with the fucking silk. I had to go to the fucking hospital.
ooh.
Damn.
Tim, You can't have your wife in the chat.
You can't be. You're not the boss of the chat.
I had
I am though.
You're not the boss of Earth.
reality hits.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a centrist. I don't know why. I mean, I got a show called Speaking from the Center, but it's not about centrism.
No, it's definitely isn't.
It's yelling at the right.
It's
It's
yelling
just
at
they can
everyone.
hear better when you yell from the center.
Exactly.
Tim was very disappointed after having me on as a guest. He was like, "You were very calm."
Ooh, I just found a little another tidbit on the Wikipedia about Arc Music Factory. Arc's Facebook page claimed to be creating a community where artists from all fields can come together to build connections and interact. Their website also claimed that their dedicated team had industry professionals who had worked with Miley Cyrus, the Backstreet Boys, and Ashley Tisdale. Wilson also rebuffed claims of exploitation, claiming that the company provided a relatively inexpensive entry into the pop market for artists.
I'm
It's-
starting to think that Vanya Maker is a fake account.
When I read that first line, I think I'm reading it in like Hank Hill's voice from King of the Hill.
Hit it,
Which
hit it,
line? You want me to read it out?
hit
Yeah.
it, Randolph.
I need
All
to
right.
know what line you want me to read. This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm getting receipts on all your arses when I can get back in. I'm so hot right now. Everyone is a C-U-N-T. All right.
Yes.
I think Hank Hill would not say that word. He'd spell it out.
Oh.
Yeah, he would do it. Oh!
Was that satisfactory?
Yeah, it was nice.
I like
Okay,
that.
good.
That was good.
I liked it.
Great.
It was like it gave me that like fishing sensation, like the kind of pleasant fishing sensation that you get when you do something exciting.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
I got the
like
fish.
like tingles.
Oh, the tingling feeling. Okay.
The tingly sense, like a spidey sense.
No,
Mm.
don't you guys watch Top Gear?
No.
What's
The
Top
fish,
Gear?
like what?
What's Top Gear?
Yeah, what's Top Gear?
Yeah, I was
It's
just
a
going to
car
ask.
show.
Actually.
Yeah, just the biggest car show in the world, dude.
What's a
Oh,
car?
okay.
Yeah, well,
It's not a Morris, I can tell you that.
I bet Simply Secular Dave in the audience would have known that.
Yes, he
He definitely would.
Yeah, he's into cars.
Yo, I think. Let me see if I can figure out. I'm trying to remember what the name of the car he had was, but I'm pretty. It's a 2002, not the year 2002, but the number 2002 was in the name, and it was a rally car. Jartan, does that ring any bells?
The name was a 2002.
There was something 2002.
What era?
80s.
Back in 80s. So that was when the Quattro came out. I think the Quattro 80, the Audi 80 Quattro. I think you call it 1001 or something. Like you had a weird name for it.
Dave, tell me that car. I know you're in the chat. Just tell me the name of the car that I'm thinking of that you know that I can't remember the name of. Dave knows what I'm talking about. So Dave, please, Dave, save me, Dave, please, Dave, help.
You guys got a troll in the chat here. This Waymaker 2.0. He's really
Who? Oh, Vanya Maker.
Yeah.
No, I think he's like a Russian bot or something.
He's been to Russia. He went with Scott from 5.
Well, he might as well be a Russian bot. He doesn't know how to use punctuation.
Yeah, his English is just awful.
Tragic.
poor Wayne.
Tragic.
Terrible.
I can't think of the fucking car now.
So
Dave, help
BMW
out.
made a 2002.
It's like a radical ass, crazy looking fucking car, and Dave used to have one. and I can't think.
Yeah,
of
so in
what it's called.
1974, BMW made a car called the BMW 2002.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the picture of that Beamer, but I don't think that's it because his looked insane.
Guys, I'm gonna have to jump off of here.
Okay.
But yeah,
Nice to
thanks.
meet you, Dan.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, nice to meet you guys.
Media.
Till next time.
Until next time, get a Twitter. That is your homework. Until next time, you have to get a Twitter
Yeah.
before you're invited on. again.
Yeah, hey, I reluctantly have one. I use it for communication. You don't have to
Yeah.
tweet. Yeah, you can ignore it all.
Yeah, I know. And Twitter and Instagram. I know.
Yeah.
I have to.
Instagram actually is beneficial as an artist.
It is.
It's a good place for gallery. Music wise, I'd probably stick more with like a video app. Something you could definitely go more live or post more video. I mean, Instagram does it too.
Yeah.
So anywhere you can post live video, that's a good place for music.
Right.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Dan. You're an all right guy, as far as I can tell.
Appreciate it. Bye, Wayne. Thank you. Till next time. See you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, he's gone. Let's talk shit about
All
him.
right, good. He's gone. Let's talk about it. I need that on the Mikey Famine style of bin podcast shirt. It's like on the back, on very small print, and you say, "All right, good. He's gone. Let's talk about him."
You should trademark that. You say it so often.
And the thing is, guys, if you want a thing to be a thing, it's consistency. I don't care who leaves.
Right.
All right, good. They're gone, guys. Let's talk about him. It has to be everybody. Even if I click out, I'll type it in the chat. Mikey's gone. Let's talk about him. Dedication to the bit. That's what makes it funny. It's got to be this BMW. Simply Secular Dave, you are letting me down right now.
So I'm a little I lost a little. What car are you looking for? What is it?
Dave had this crazy ass like late 70s, early 80s rally car.
Great.
And I remember 2002 being something in the title. And the only thing is coming up this car that doesn't really look like his. So I need him to clarify for me, and he will not respond to me.
Maybe he stepped out. I haven't seen him chatting for a bit here.
Yeah, no, he's. Yeah.
Well, he's cruising for a bruising is what he's doing. Don't anger
I
me,
want to talk
Dave.
about the fact that I still get muted on the ACA Discord channel a lot.
Well, that's because you're an asshole, and you don't understand that you're an asshole.
I'm not an asshole. I just point out
Yes,
that
you
people
are. I'm an
lying.
I'm an asshole too. I know my own ilk. Okay.
Is pointing out that people are liars being an asshole?
If someone's wrong, is there a difference between someone lying and someone being wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's a Stratus. It's the BMW Stratus 2002 Rally Edition.
BMW. Oh, okay.
The Stratus was a fucking Lancia, dude. It was not a BMW.
Or maybe it was a Lancia. Let me look in here. This
I thought
Stratus looks. This
Isn't it
Lancia
a
looks
American
more
car?
like it.
Isn't that an American car?
Stratus?
Dodge.
No. It was a Lancia. It was a UK
The
car.
Stratus is a Lancia.
Okay.
God damn it, Dave. No, but dude, there's a difference between someone lying and being wrong. Like if I jumped on here, I'm like, "What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday." Da da da. I'm not lying because that would mean that I'm intentionally trying to deceive. I'm just wrong, which means I'm presenting information that isn't correct. There's a difference. It's subtle, but it's there.
Yes, but it's not like I go like, and as soon as somebody says something that is blatantly false, I say, "You're a liar." I just say, "Hey, no, I don't think that's correct," and they keep insisting, and I'm like, "No, that couldn't have happened because of this, and this. There's no way that could have happened." And then they keep persisting. No, this happened, and I'm like, but based on objective facts, not me, but research, science, all of these things, this cannot have happened. And they keep persisting. I'm like, well, you're just a liar then.
Okay, so very important, and I actually talked about with a couple of buddies the other night, is it's important to understand that there's 3 checks that everyone should do in their head before they say something. Number 1, does it have to be said? Number 2, does it have to be said by me? Number 3, does it have to be said right now? And if it does not qualify for all 3, if it doesn't get all 3 check marks, you should probably leave it, because it's really not worth it. You're not gonna get the desired result. And then what ends up happening is you turn into someone who will be easily labeled as a right fighter, where you don't even care about the topic anymore. You just want to be right, and that doesn't win you points in public opinion. That doesn't change minds. It doesn't do you any good. You just you end up spinning your tires, but you really don't get anywhere.
Whoa. Life is not about being right.
Right fighter.
No, but yeah, but
that's a relationship term.
No, but here's the deal, though. Here's the deal, right? When people that we disagree with get shit wrong, do we give them the same leniency?
Most of the time, like, to be quite honest, we don't even cover half the shit that I find that people say wrong on the show, because there's just no time. There's just literally, especially in the American news cycle, there just isn't time to cover all of it.
Also, having to fact check Wayne all the time is just impossible.
God damn it, Tim.
Okay. Oh, no. Exactly. Feelings don't care about your facts. Yes. How nice. Do we... So when what's the name of that fucking senator that sat there and like people don't feel it, and he's like, yeah, but America's safer and they say statistics, right?
Why didn't you put that one up? Okay, that's all right.
Because Randolph told me to put the other one up.
There is a word for this. It's called truthiness.
Ooh,
That's from Stephen Colbert, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The truthiness.
From his old show, his very first episode, he defined this feeling as truthiness. When you feel something is right, and that's it. Like you don't really know, you just feel it.
Mikey, check. Did you see the Twitter?
No.
Look what I sent you on Twitter. When I feel it's right.
Oh shit, I missed.
But are we? So is there no objective truth? Are there no facts anymore?
That's not what anyone's saying, and that's a strawman argument. Rephrase, please.
No. I'm saying so feelings don't care about facts. So when we are having a discussion, we have to take into account everyone's feelings about that, even though scientifically, objectively, what they are saying is not true.
But here's the thing.
We have to take their feelings about this topic.
Let me ask a clarifying question. What is your objective in the interaction?
My objective in the interaction is to have an interaction with people where we discuss important topics.
I'm sorry, you said you want to have an interaction with what?
With people.
Oh.
Where we have an actual discussion. But then I can't have people making up stuff when we are having a discussion.
Right.
You can't just make up a story.
But you're not having a conversation with a calculator.
Does that mean that so if I just tell you a story that I pull out of my ass in that conversation that we have, you would say so I went to Mars yesterday. Let's talk about that. And you're like, dude, you were not on Mars yesterday.
So here's what's important for me here's what's important for me as a listener. Is it important that someone corrects this? Do I have to be the person to correct this? Is this the time to correct this?
Yes, nobody else did, and yes.
Well, if you have a single no, then why are you putting yourself out there to be the person to go out there?
No, because I did it because nobody else did.
Okay, you did it because no one else did. What did you gain by that?
No, they just didn't want to. Didn't want to hear it because it didn't fit their narrative.
Oh, you gained something. What did you gain?
But I wasn't there to gain anything.
Oh, you gained a mute is what you got. You gained silence. You
Yes,
gained
because
excoriation.
no. I gained a
So then
mute.
again, what did you gain by doing it?
What did? Yeah.
Nothing.
What I gave? Why? No. I was still right.
And that is why I said you're right fighting. And that's fine. It's I mean, if you want to go down the rabbit hole of objectively true things, that's fine. But that's truly not how we communicate with each other. Because if what you're saying is the truth, then every single conversation that we've ever had, if you said I went to the Tesco and I got a bag of crisps and a fucking Mountain Dew and a case of beer, I'm not believing a fucking word you say until you fucking show me the goddamn proof. Where's your receipt? But we don't do that. We give each other leeway. We are very lenient when it comes to everyday things. So when people are sharing on their experiences and you don't share the same leniency that you would for a fucking Tesco run, and when they're talking about something that doesn't directly affect you, and they're
Now
talking
you're
about something... What's up?
rephrase. You're a straw man. Rephrase.
For which part? Which part? The whole thing?
There's a difference between me asking for a Tesco receipt or you going saying that, hey, I went to Tesco, I bought a Mountain Dew, 72,000 beers, and a bag of chips, or saying that you just did regular fucking shopping. There is no way for me to doubt. I don't have any reason to doubt the fact that you got, a couple of beers and a Mountain Dew and a bag of crisps, right? But if you say, hey, I bought a train, the entire fucking coastal highway.
I bought the Starship Enterprise.
And the Enterprise, and I went to Mars to build the first Tesco. Then I would go like, did you though? Really?
Yeah, but you wouldn't take that as a serious affront to your intellect, would you?
No, but I would still call you out. No, you didn't.
And even if I just persisted on, you wouldn't just be like, all right, clearly something's going on here. You
So
like
are
if I was adamant about something that didn't happen, I was adamant about it.
Yes.
Would you still press the point?
Yes.
But don't you understand that if I'm going to the level that I'm fighting for this hard, it's probably not worth it because the initial point probably isn't worth it.
So but what I'm saying is that if we start allowing people to stretch it and pull it to the extremes, then
You gotta clip that.
There's no way where we're gonna end up having an actual intellectual discussion in the end, because everybody can just sit there and say stuff that isn't true.
Cool. But this is where you have to understand your role in certain conversations. And I'm not meaning this to demean the other parties, because I kind of know what I think all too easy. Thank you, Tons of Mice. I get what you're saying, and I know of who you were speaking to.
No. It's happened 4 times since then.
Okay, that's
4
fine.
times.
Inconsequential. So when you were fixing the snowmobile, did you let the children come in and then tell you how to fix it?
No.
I'd let the children tell me, and then I'd probably still do what I know is right. But
thank you, Randolph. That's exactly what you do. You let them say what they want to say, but you do what you need to do in the meantime. Because when you get
unless they made a really good point, maybe they reminded me of something. Yeah.
But if the kid was literally saying, no, don't fix the muffler this way. Grab this pine cone I just found. This will work better. Like, if that's what the kid says, you just pat the kid on the head and you say, all right, maybe I'll use the pine cone next time.
Actually, I would tell that kid, normally we use potatoes, but I'd make sure the parents weren't around first.
But that's not something. But you don't sit there and you don't sit there and just because someone is not 100% correct in their assessment of how to help or how to interact appropriately, you don't just fucking pick them up and body slam them for being wrong about things. Even as adults, we are not entitled to do that to each other.
Some things
No, no,
just aren't important enough.
It wasn't a big enough deal for that person to get body slammed, and that's the part that you're missing. Is that
Now there
it's
are
okay.
some things that do need correction. If someone has a wrong attitude about a serious matter like sexual assault, then yeah, you need to correct them on it. But most things are minor, like the pine cone solution that you just mentioned.
No, but in that scenario, I would be the guy saying, I'll do it next time. Right? Because it never starts with me just going in like, no. Like, I would just say, well, this isn't entirely correct. I am tapping them on the head saying like, yeah, I get that this is, but like, maybe this isn't really how it happened. Because we can't fix it with a pine cone. But we can use your pine cone for something else.
I'm gonna try this, and we'll try the pine cone for something else. And first of all,
if you have extra time, you can put it in there and show the kid what happens. It'd be a science lesson. There's all sorts of different ways of handling it.
But again,
the fucking unmitigated gall and irony of Mr. Wanye Macaire.
Mikey, you should have just dismissed that comment.
He'd be fucking on a fucking rowboat to a fucking proper country with Wi-Fi.
I don't know what was in that. I don't know what was in that box of fucking soy milk, but Randolph is on fire tonight, dude.
Man, he's been feisty lately.
Amanda, get back to the chat.
Oh, Jesus.
Are we still
All right,
talking
everybody.
about objective
Dexter's-
facts here?
Dexter's here. Hi, Dexter. Say hello.
We've moved on, haven't we? Oh, there's a nice cat.
No, but there are certain things that are not arguable, right? And we have to agree on a way to have a discussion where there are facts, where there are objective truths.
I think an example of an objective fact might be that I think that I think.
That's Wayne.
You think?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right. Let's see what Mr. Wayne has to say.
Come on, speaker. Mr. Mocker.
Say hi, Wayne.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Mr. Mocker.
Wow, live troll call. This is cool.
Analogy that you use. I invited all of you to advise me on what I need to do to my internet connection now to get me back online. I asked all of you, and there were certain things that you said. They were like, "Oh, have you done this? Have you done that?" And I thought that was quite patronising in the sense of, "Have you turned it off? Have you turned it on again? Have you unplugged this? Have you unplugged this?" No, I was asking for your advice. I wasn't trying to get to be patronised. Like, of course I've done that. Of course I've fucking done that. And I could have turned around and snapped at you and said, "Yes, of course I've done that. I'm not a fucking simpleton." But I did all those things before I even called you. So to say that you know better than other people is very, very disingenuous when it comes to, the outcome not coming to what you think it should be. If that makes sense. I can't hear any response, so I'm going to go back to the chat and jump off this and hear the response. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Our first caller.
Mr. Wanye Maker.
All right. No. And yes, it might have come across as patronizing, but it was not. It was it was an inquiry. Have you tried this? Have you done this?
That's not what you were saying to them.
No, that was what I was saying to Wayne. Like, have you done this? Have you tried the most arbitrary stuff first? I don't know if you've done that. And
And Wayne, hold on, Charthan. Do not defend yourself. Wayne's so fucking full of fucking shit. The motherfucker was talking about downloading fucking Facebook to his brand new laptop. Downloading Facebook to a laptop. Then he wondered why we had tech questions. Some of them very obvious. Fuck out of here, Wayne.
I was trying to be nice to our Russian
I
soldier.
am not.
I am very close to Vladimir, dude. Like, it's like 2 countries over. Shut the fuck up.
Download Facebook. I'll fight you in the streets.
I think that we should. I have been called out by, well, everybody in this room, but Randolph.
Give it time.
No, me and Randolph, we've disagreed, but a lot
But
of
not
times.
very much.
But not very much. But on certain issues, we do disagree,
And I don't think
that's
and I don't consider them major issues.
and it's not major issues.
goodness.
But we spend an entire evening discussing those not major issues, though. Like, we did a good 6 hours on that. But you know, when you get called out, yes, fucking just say, yeah, I might have gotten that wrong. It might have been this. It might have been that.
Okay.
I might have been wrong.
Clarifying question. How soon do they have to do that? Does it have to
What?
be instantaneous? Should they hit you up the next day, or just eventually it has to happen? Like, what's the time scale you're looking? Get down.
I don't
Cat.
have a time scale.
Okay, so then why are you? Let them be wrong for now. They may come to you later to say that you're right.
No, they won't. But don't
They
persist.
might. Oh,
But don't
come
persist
on,
when you are
Cat.
right. Don't persist when you are right. When presented with evidence of the contrary.
Which is exactly what I just said, and that's why I brought up the time limit thing. So how long does it take for them to say that they were wrong? Like, what is the time limit you're giving them to come to their senses? What? Goodbye forever.
He's gone
you
now.
son of a bitch.
What happened?
Someone else chime in here for 2 seconds. I
Wait,
gotta
what
kick
happened?
the cat out of here. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, my leg is asleep. I can't kick the cat out of the room because my leg went to sleep. Get out, cat.
I mean, there is something to be said for people not admitting that they're wrong, and there's like, we go back to the truthiness argument where people just feel things and they feel that they're right and they don't need information to be told to them that they're not right. They're just going to feel it one way or the other. So the question is, why would you waste your time arguing with someone that you know is wrong? They think that they're right and they're not going to move from that position. Why would you argue with them?
It's not for the sake of that person. It's for the people who might be listening to, who might believe. It's the same reason that you yell at Nazis, right? And the reason that we keep discussing with these right wingers, the people who are full blown fucking Nazis, you can't change their mind. They have already made up their mind, but they keep fucking posting shit that people read and they repost because, hey, this sort of makes sense. Then you tell them, no, it doesn't make sense. This is just a fucking blatant fucking lie. And then you maybe reach the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth person. Maybe you don't reach anybody, but at least you're arguing against the objective fucking lies.
But is it arguing against if it's arguing towards someone who is completely unwilling to accept your information?
Yes. So here's the deal. Would you say the same
So
thing?
yes, it is. So it's still arguing against something, even though the person you're speaking to, there is a 0% chance that you're changing their mind. And I'm going to go to like one extreme to the other extreme. So
Yeah,
if
no, I'm not trying to change
I
that
need
person.
But what I'm saying is there is a 0% chance that I could convince you that the earth is flat.
Yes.
So there's a 0% chance of that, right? So if I think that about you, how much effort as a flat earther should I invest in trying to convince you that the Earth is flat when you have a 0% chance of believing the Earth is flat? If I think there's no way that I can convince you of that,
Yeah.
and you are
No, I
100%
understand the
sure.
questions. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to. So, I don't think that you would spend a lot of time trying to convince me, but I would spend a lot of time counter arguing every time you post something. Even though I know I can't change your mind, but I don't want your lies out there telling people the Earth is flat without somebody telling you that you're wrong, so they actually get the other side of the story. Because
Okay, I hear that. Let's take we started on the opposite end zones. Let's move 10. Let's move in 10 yards until eventually we'll meet in the middle and we'll be at the actual example in question here. So, what if I objectively know that you love motorcycles, but I want to convince you otherwise?
what convince me that motorcycles aren't a thing that I like?
That they're just not great. They're just not cool. They're just bad.
But that's just
They're not fun to
opinion.
ride.
Yeah, okay, that's your opinion. You don't have to like motorcycles for me to like them.
See, and now we're getting closer and closer towards the. So there are degrees of this. So the people that you interacted with, they're not dead center, but they're not the far end zones either. So then you have to make that. You have to do that equation in your head of, is what they're saying big enough to get me into a position where I'm no longer able to influence those people who might be influenced by me or influenced by the person I'm dialoguing with? Because I can get on to, like, if me and you had a flat earth debate about something or about motorcycles, and if I just started out so harsh that I got myself disqualified from the conversation, it doesn't matter what my point was. I broke the rules of the conversation. So
I
now
did
I'm
not
out,
break
and
the
now I
rules.
can't. Well, not according to the referees.
Yes, but the referee was wrong.
You don't get to pick the referees.
No, but the referee was wrong. The referee just wanted to have the story out there.
Okay, but
And didn't care that the story was lie. But the story was told in such a way that it was objectively dangerous if a third person, heard this and believed it. Especially if that third person had a kid.
You feel responsible to stop them from doing that.
Yes. Of course, harming other people, telling them lies that might make them do something that would be harmful for a third or a fourth person. Yes, of course, I feel responsible for telling them this is not how you do things. If you say, hey, I've never driven a motorcycle, just got my license, now I'm going to buy Kawasaki Kawasaki H2 with a compression, 200 horsepower, and I'm going to ride it in 200 miles per hour down the road, I would say, please don't do that. Please do not do that. That is a terrible fucking idea. But if you
your job
most
is
likely you would always kill yourself. But if you had a fucking semi or a bus full of children and you said, hey, I'm gonna see if I can, how badly hurt I would be if I ran this into a wall, then I would probably hit you over the head and say, fuck off.
I hear that. And I understand that.
I am not reaching out to that person. I'm reaching out to everybody else who might be listening, that this person, the thing that this person is saying is a lie. You should not believe it because you cannot act on the information that this person is telling you.
Okay, cool. So then that leads us into the next conversation of what is the most effective way? Because, like, when we were talking about fucking pedophiles last week, you brought up fucking the best way to approach challenging situations and situations that have more than one right answer. Do you feel like the way that you address the situation was the best answer of all answers given to you, or possible answers given to you at the time?
No, I got frustrated because everybody was just going like, no, no, no.
Well, then
Let's
there you go. There you go.
let's still wear it. Let's still buy the kill the pedophiles. And I've been blocked from those guys too, right? Because I say, hey, please don't buy this stuff. It's dangerous and that. And people say, hey, like, stop stroking pedophile dicks and protecting the pedophiles and not
Now-
caring about.
Now, see
And
that,
I've actually been said. It's actually been said to me in that conversation that you are harming children by what you are doing, and objectively, they are wrong by saying that, but they want me to
So-
shut up because
so-
they're using one of those fucking arguments for it.
So is it a coincidence, or maybe a faulty mechanism that has you consistently misunderstood?
I'm not misunderstood.
It would appear so, because from what you're saying, it is a sound, logical argument, but they're not getting it. So
But
either
because what
either
it
they
sounds
don't.
like is Chartain is not arguing from a place of logic. He may be arguing from a place of emotion, which in that sort of context is not the correct way to approach an argument like that. Because if you're just arguing from a place of emotion, they're also arguing from a place of emotion. So
No, I haven't blocked any of these people. I'm not emotional about it at all. I just think that they are absolutely
right, but
wrong.
when you confront them, how do you confront them?
I confront them by saying,
You motherfucking goddamn!
No, that's never how I start a conversation.
No, I'm
That's
just kidding.
like
I'm just
2.5
kidding. I'm just kidding.
hours later. But I go in like when I had friends buying the t-shirts, I went in and I said, hey, please don't support this because of this and this and this, because this is what happens if you do that. Stigmatization, people not seeking help. So word, here you have some articles that you can read. Please do not do this.
Okay.
And then the people who run this business has gotten a lot of flack, not from me, from other people. They jump in, right? Because they're often tagged in these posts, right? Like when people put on their t-shirts, we kill the local pedophiles, they tag the people who sold them that, and when it gets some criticism, the people jump in, right? And they go like, why are you protecting pedophiles? I'm like, I'm not protecting pedophiles. Well, you are when you're saying this and this and this. And I'm like, no,
Okay,
that's not what I'm saying.
No. You are, but you need to be able to articulate why. And that's the thing that you're missing. You have to be able to articulate the why quickly and succinctly so that it is not left up for interpretation. It is something that is easily available and easy to digest by your listener. So if you like, and me and you had probably a 45-minute conversation about this already before we did the after show last week, where he was where Jartan made a very strong point where we can save more children if we get people who need help before they become monsters that we have to now put down. So let's help people before they get to monster stage. But you don't lead with that. You kind of tack that on to the end. And it's the messaging and the delivery matters. That's why certain people are politicians and certain people are not. That's why certain
I'm
people
not a
are business.
politician, and if you ever see my name on a ballot, please do not vote for me. It would be a bad day for
I'm voting your ass in. This is gonna suck. He's gonna have to
it's
shave
gonna
his
be a bad
beard,
day for
wear a
everybody
suit.
involved.
He's gonna have to wear a suit every day. Fucking wake up at 9 a.m. I can't wait.
But
wait.
here's your problem in this situation, Chartan. You get moral high grounded because you're taking to them a very unpopular position against their position, which they consider to have the moral high ground. Even though you're trying to help people, they're also trying to help people.
Correct.
No, they're not trying to help people.
But that's their perception of themselves.
They
That's
believe
their perception, yes,
they
but they are
believe that
objectively fucking wrong.
they
And they
believe
may
that they
be.
are.
Yeah, they may be, but they believe that they are, and they believe they have the moral high ground.
Yes, but they're wrong.
According to you, but you're just a dude on Discord at that point.
No, please. If you ever see my name on
No, you
Don't-
are a dude on Discord. No, but everybody, please do this. Write in Jartan 2021. Do
Jartan, I'll register you with the state so you can be a writing candidate.
that.
all of a sudden I'm like voted in.
There's people who have won because for whatever reason their opponent had to drop out or whatever, or died or something like that, and no one took up the mantle.
All right.
Ran unopposed. You can run unopposed.
I know that you and me, Mikey, we don't see eye to eye on this issue. We attack this on very different, in very different ways. I'm
better at it than you because I'm better than you as a person. I'm just kidding.
Yes, you are. Probably.
No.
I'm a horrible.
Stop. That was a joke. Stop. That was a joke.
No,
That was a joke.
What I'm saying is I'm so fucking tired of everybody being able to say whatever they want to say because they feel something at the moment. We have to, for us to have any sort of intelligent discussion that moves forward, we have to agree on a baseline of facts.
So
right.
Here's the other thing that I think is super important. It is one thing, and shout out to Neil, who I'll be hanging out with later on tonight. There is a difference between ridiculing someone's belief system or someone's ideas and ridiculing the person. If you call someone a liar, you're no longer attacking the person.
No, but
or you're just attacking them.
I called him a liar an hour in to the discussion.
It doesn't matter.
There's an important distinction here. So when you say that somebody is making a wrong statement, that's more impartial compared to calling them a liar. When you call them a liar, there's an additional element of intention to provide wrong information, and that's where the problem comes in. I think.
And I think that Randolph touches on the point is that when I got to the point when I say you're a liar, is that you're intentionally obfuscating and intentionally telling this in a way that is harmful to a third or fourth party. Please do not do that.
Now, Jartan, something you have to keep in mind when you're having these conversations, your vocabulary counts. So when you're using words like liar, you're gonna get banned.
It's loaded. It's a loaded term.
Yeah, but stop lying then.
So okay, I understand that. Confront your circumstances with better vocabulary. And don't be insulting. Do you understand that? Like, don't be insulting.
No. Like,
stop lying then.
If people are lying about stuff, I will call them a liar. I'm not going to call them like an untruth teller.
There's
like,
better ways to call somebody a liar and still make sure they're a liar. I can clearly sit here and say, hey, you've been very irresponsible with the way you're speaking to me. There are ways to communicate where you can get your message across.
Yes, there are, but after doing that,
all I'm saying, look, the only point that I'm trying to make is that choose your words carefully. That's it. Calling somebody a liar, even if they are so, may not be the right choice of words for the circumstance, especially if you have a crowd listening.
I totally agree. Like,
that's it.
I totally agree. Right? It might not have been the best move to call them a liar. Yes, I agree. I got emotional and I got fed up with the person persisting on telling a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said,
I've been there, dude. I get it. And then it goes back, and then it comes back to the scenario: is it worth getting your blood pressure up for a liar? You already know it. You know what the hell you're going in for. Like, you really want to like kill yourself over this stupidity.
Yeah. Also,
the problem is gone now because I'm basically muted on the entire ACA voice channel, so it's fine.
Also, it is like a chat on the internet. Like, I used to spend my time arguing with people on Facebook about stuff that, they were obviously wrong about, but I mean, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
The point, I think that you are wrong. The point is in every argument is to get on other side of the argument across, because people look for their echo chambers, right? People look for them, and if you call them out on the bullshit, somebody might go like, "Yeah, I was wrong going in here. I'm gonna bail out now because this was not what I thought it was." But if nobody's there to counteract that bullshit, people
Right,
will
but
just go like
You're gonna
everything
attract
that
more
you
bees
said
with
here
honey, my
is
friend.
objective fucking truth.
Yeah, but you
But
attract more bees with honey, and there are ways to do it so that you don't shy them away. Because all you're doing at a certain point is like, yeah, I'm not going to interact with you or people like you because all you do is call me a liar. What you do is you present the platform that interests them. You don't go after them in an argument. You perform a platform of education that interests them, and let them look for you. Let them look for the right answer. Because they're
Before,
very hard to convince. They need to convince themselves. So if you want to
Correct.
convince them, present a platform that's going to convince them. Don't
Correct.
argue with them and call them a liar.
I mean,
Hey,
Correct.
the other side of this is you went on. It was a Discord server, right? You went on a Discord server.
no, but can we do this, because this is actually quite
Hold on. That comment's not going anywhere. Tim, finish
Okay.
your thought, and then
Okay.
pull that one up. I was
So
just
you
about
went
to do that.
you went on a Discord server. You said some things that people didn't like on the server, and then you got banned. That's what happens. It's the internet. You get banned from things. You can't make the argument anymore because you're banned.
Yeah.
And it's
Because
their private
people
club
want echo
essentially that they
chambers.
can ban you from. Yeah, it's an echo chamber, but that's what the internet is.
Word.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. This is from homie of the show. What up, Kay? Yeah, if you're coming at someone like this, someone who might even be a survivor of CSA, if you don't know what that stands for, go look it up. And while you're in the middle of doing pedo apologia, how is he even a little bit surprised people got pissed? And that's what I'm saying. That's why what I know what you mean. I know what you mean. They don't know you like I know you. You don't sound the same to them as you do to me. I understand, like, you're approaching things from like a psychological perspective when they're dealing with things on like a day-to-day, person-to-person, like, you know what I'm saying, like actual body-to-body kind of situation. And I get your point, but you have to understand that's not well received everywhere because they are person to person and you're talking hypothetical. It's different here in the States. And it's one of the best and worst things about this fucking podcast. It is the best and worst thing about this fucking show. Because we're so different, we all have such different outlooks on things. But also because we're so different, it's very hard to fucking find a common denominator so that we can all speak the same language on a lot of topics. This being one of them. Pedophilia went rampant and is still going rampant for decades, like bad for decades here. And they finally started to get a handle and start kiboshing some of this bullshit that's been happening over here. Advocating for the help of these people while morally or objectively better for the victims, they're not trying to hear that shit right now. There's too many victims out there right now. They're not trying to hear that shit. Like if someone is talking about, like, let me take black people for example. When they're talking about, well, maybe in the next 50 years, we'll start thinking about ending qualified immunity for cops so that when they fucking kill unarmed black people, they'll be able to be held accountable. I don't want to hear no 50-year bullshit. Fuck you and in 50 years, which is a very rational thing and is honestly a step forward because as of right now, there is no plan in place to remove qualified immunity. So 50 years term is way better than never. Logically, that is better. It doesn't feel better to the people who are here now. So I think it's kind of a misunderstanding, but it's kind of a cultural difference and a lens difference on how people see the world. I'm not saying you're wrong. Your approach, not perfect. They're not perfect, but I have to give people space to be people. And I think you sometimes forget to give people space to be people. Thanks for visiting my TED Talk.
I got nothing. That was a nice piece for me to end it with.
We ain't ending shit, bitch.
No, I'm ending it.
You're not
I'm ending me.
shit.
I'm
Where you
jumping out.
going? Where you going?
Ending him.
I have to go. I have to go to. Well, I have to go and eat something, and in about an hour, right, Tim?
For what? Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be on the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have a. I don't know, basically an after show for the whole
Yeah.
show. So
Yeah, no.
Wonder Lady.
But I have to get
raised an
something to
interesting point.
eat. And I'm all out at sea.
Would you
I'm
like?
drinking beer out of a coffee mug, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
He's European.
No, it is weird. It is.
Nice
It's
chatting with you.
objectively fucking weird. I totally agree with Tim. Like I
if I
got
had to drink hot coffee out of a Stein glass, I don't know how that would work for me. I'm like, oh, this is all wrong.
It's just the perception of it, like drinking beer out of a coffee mug just makes it seem like you're day drinking and you've just been doing it all day. Like you brought it to work and you're just drinking beer out of your coffee mug. Like
That's what they
give
do
my
at work at
secrets
home.
away, dude. What the fuck?
When you work from home, yeah.
This is why we can't have Tim on the show, right? This is why.
Well,
Here
honestly,
he comes with his reasonable opinions, and
Logic.
it's why you don't drink wine out of a red Solo cup. It just makes you look like a drunk.
Yeah, you got to get a nice
Not
stemmed
classy.
glassware.
I promise to get the nice glass out for your show.
Yo.
I think that the private chat was
Oh, sure.
aimed at me.
I didn't even
For
realize.
you? No. That was Mr. Wanye. That's when.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
That was
Okay.
when you got on the phone.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
30 minutes ago.
Yeah. No. I just saw it, dude. I've been having you guys on full screen because you look fucking amazing.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
All right, I
Flattery
gotta go.
will get you everywhere.
Guys, take care.
All right. See you, mate.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Chow down.
All right, good. He's gone. Let's talk about him. Dedication to the bit. There she is.
That's what you got to do. You got to have the bit.
There she is. Hi, Faye.
Hey, hi.
Ooh, you giving me the cute voice too. What's up, girl?
Oh, not much. I've been busy all week.
Okay.
This is
You
good.
doing good though? You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing
Okay.
fine.
Good. I haven't heard your sultry tones in so long. It's not right.
Well, I'm working on that.
Yeah, I tried to bring in friend of the show, Jenna Miu, to record a little something for me. I will extend the courtesy to you also, Miss Wonder Lady Faye.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I just thought about this. I need 2 things recorded by ladies' voices. If you both could do both of them, and then I'll just like pick who did which one better. That would be great. But we'll talk after. Sorry,
Oh,
Jenna.
right.
Sorry, Jenna. I just realized that. I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to ask Faye about the other thing. Awkward.
That's okay. Awkward can be fun.
No, it
No.
can't. It's not fun for one person involved in that. Guaranteed.
Oh, Okay, now I'm intrigued and a little bit frightened.
No, if something's, we'll say any situation. If
Okay.
one person feels awkward and the other person doesn't, one of them might be having fun. I guarantee you one of them is not. One of them is sweating. Their insides are like, it's just perspiring on the inside of their body. Like they are sweating. They're nervous. Something's gone wrong.
Something might be wrong, yeah.
Something's
But
wrong
we'll
here.
find out. We'll find out.
Kay, if you want to hop in, I'm pretty sure you're in the group on Twitter. Mikey just followed me. What is this? Who the hell is Mikey? There's a Mikey on Twitter. What the fuck is this?
Mikey.
You can't out Mikey me.
I think you just did.
I think it.
I think you got to be Mikey now.
I can spell it 3 different ways, like Tony.
Oh my. Mikey likey.
Mikey likey several things. Mikey likey. Oh. And for everyone to know, the missus is out of town, and I've been left to my own devices. I've had tacos every night.
I mean, that's the way to do it.
I've never been more proud of myself. Never. It has been a splendiferous experience to just chill out after a long day of work, drink 24 ounces of beer, eat 5 tacos, drink another 24 ounces of beer, and then go to bed. Like, it's been great.
Just tacos and beer.
I even got to sleep on my own side of the bed.
What?
You not normally get to sleep on your own side of the bed?
I mean, I traditionally have a side of the bed, but it is always corrupted and taken over by, I don't know, the pets, her leg, right through the center of my sector. Her leg just cuts right through, or her arm will flip over, and now it's all in my shit.
Whacked in the face?
Yes, elbowed right in the cheekbone.
Yeah.
For some shit I didn't even do. I'm like, yo, what happened? And she's like, oh, I was just dreaming. I was like, did I hurt you in the dream? Like, why did I get attacked?
Yeah, I've been whacked and I've been kicked.
See?
There's a reason why my sister and her husband have separate bedrooms.
I think all women should be forced to sleep in hammocks. Kay, your thoughts?
Oh, hey, I'm in. Hey.
You're here. Hey, what's up, Kay?
Oh, not much. Yeah, hammocks are nice. I don't know about forced, but
forced is the only way.
Provided with free hammocks, I'd get behind that.
You
I mean, it's really just a blanket and a couple trees, so I don't know how much of a provision that is. But.
Well, I mean, I think you can do inside hammocks. I can't believe I'm bringing this up. In high school, I brought that up to my mother as a solution because I wanted to like buy all these instruments, and I realized I wouldn't have space for them because I had like a decent bookshelf. I had my computer desk, very small apartment in Bolingbrook, Illinois. And I was like, yo, if I just got a hammock as opposed to a bed, I could totally fit all the rest of the shit in here because I could have like the 2 like almost like a flagpole post thingy or like for an umbrella. You can get 2 of those and hang a hammock between them. So I advocated to get that. And my mom's like, no, you're going to have a bed, you fucking weirdo. And I was like, you know what? You might have a point. And looking back on it now, I probably should have got the hammock. I would have been a revolutionary. No one else was doing it.
You're back.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know. I'm a side sleeper.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be okay.
I think I'd get used to it.
Not with the backpack.
Well, I mean, can you sleep in a hammock in a way that's good for your back? I don't know.
Well, you're going to end up a little like, banana. You're going to bend a bit. And you shouldn't sleep that way.
No, you got to sleep in that. You got to sleep in the hammock, but you got to sleep face down.
So with your arms through.
Just like all you with back issues, we're gonna fix your back in 2 weeks.
Put a little bucket under your face in case you drool.
Shit.
So you can catch your spit through the night in case you drool.
I've never shied away from this. I am the worst drooler in North America when it comes to sleeping. I drool inside. I can't breathe, so I have to sleep with my mouth open. I drool everywhere. I feel no shame about that because, motherfucker, it's my pillow. You don't want drool on you? Don't be on my pillow. My pillow absorbs all the drool. Got a little ShamWow up underneath there. Sucks up the moisture.
Do you get to the point where you have to flip your pillow because it's too wet and you woke yourself up?
Mm-hmm.
If I did, I don't remember it, but I'm not ruling it out. Not ruling it out.
That's happened to my sister, and she sleeps with Snoopy, and Snoopy is so drool covered that we call him the Oogie Boogie. We have to wash Snoopy special because of the drool.
My nickname as a small child was Odie.
Aww.
For that exact reason. And I have never grown out of it. I'm just a drooly person. I salivate a lot. It's a curse. Sorry for being human. Thanks God for your fucking perfect evolution of the perfect fucking species where I'm fucking salivating at all times. But it is what it is.
You're just like my kittens too.
I am just like your kittens. I'm in a shoebox underneath the laundry machine.
Awesome. No, Finny will drool a river down my back, and I need to take a washcloth and like soak it up. It's disgusting.
Sometimes you gotta drool. Like if it comes to like making other people happy or breathing regularly.
Yeah, I get it.
Sucks to be y'all. Don't use my pillow. And why? Who's sharing pillows these days?
You need like one of those dentist things that suck your spit
the
through
bib, yeah.
Oh no, the fuck you're talking about the hose?
Yeah. Just put the little hook in your cheek at night and just so it comes on every 10 minutes to like get the pull of spit.
That shit works well. I was at the dentist the other day, and oh man, that was fantastic. It just like I had to spit up, and like this big nasty flame came up and just sucked it all out. I was so happy.
Why don't we have those at all times?
Yeah.
Like, we're over here like ridiculing me, which is acceptable. But also, can we just upgrade humanity so that we have like a little backpack with like water, a suction, maybe some oxygen
available in everybody's bathroom? Like when you go to your bathroom and you have all those apparatuses to properly clean yourself.
Correct.
You know? Yeah, like the water thing to floss and all that.
I have one of those now.
Me too. Those shits is badass. Those shits are badass.
The one that we have has 2 modes. I am so glad I tried the weaker mode first. I tried the second mode.
Yeah, you put your eye out with that shit.
I got 3
my
modes. Skin.
I
shot it into my hand and it hurt my hand. I was like,
really? I got 3 modes.
What the fuck?
I got 3 modes and I need to put it on the highest mode. It hurts, but it fucking cleans.
The low mode feels a little uncomfortable, but I understand that there's some cleaning that needs to be done. Mm-hmm. That top mode is removing roots. Like that shit is like the fucking hydraulic fucking laser. Like when they cut steel with water, that's that bitch. I'm like, yo, why are you selling this?
Yeah.
People have families.
It works, baby. It's like that. What do you call it? What do you call that? The power wash?
Oh, I got one of them too.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good shout. I have shot myself in the hand with my power washer. Only about like 75% as bad as the fucking laser beam coming out of that fucking auto or water pick or whatever they fucking call it. That shit was intense.
Love it.
Oh. I have sensitive gums, so maybe that's me. Kay, how you doing, Kay? How's your week been? What you been up to? And I still love the gremlin pick.
Oh yeah. I've been good. My week's been fine. I've been like kind of sick all week, but other than that.
Oh, you got that Roni.
Yeah, I had it back in December. Yeah, and I've been like.
You actually had coronavirus?
Yeah, back in December, and it was it's like it wasn't a like very severe case, but I have been kind of off ever since. Like bit of brain fog, kind of like sore. Like my every now and then my joints will just like not want to move.
That's
So,
what
like,
it does, man. It messes you up.
I've had a weird week of like the past 2 weeks where it's like everything's been all like inflamed and shit. But I'm kind of
now
starting
you
to
know
come
what
out of it.
Now you know what it feels to be over 50. That's wonderful.
What do you know about that,
Yeah.
Faye?
I'm
What do
over
you,
50.
Faye, what do you like, 26, 27? You can't be lying to
No.
me. Don't lie on the internet, Faye. There's enough lies out here to go around. You only got to be spreading bullshit.
I am over 50.
Don't believe you. All right. It's time for the Mikey Famine Chronicles. And guess what I did today?
What?
I went to the DMV.
Oh no.
Why? You
I
poor
went to the
thing. Do you need an ice pack?
Thinking about it. I'm not saying no yet.
Okay.
I have 2 vehicles now. I have my Mitsubishi Outlander, which is like my normal day-to-day car. And for fun and to learn how to be a mechanic, I bought a Mini Cooper, right? So both I bought something that breaks quite often, and I want to learn how to fix cars when they break. So I felt like this was a good opportunity, and I got the most amazing deal ever on this thing.
Okay.
So let's just say I have 2 cars, and I spent less than $7,000 for both of them.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm in a good spot. I went there because I have the title for the Mini Cooper. I have the title for the Mitsubishi that I bought, and I need to get them into my name from the people that I bought them from. Couldn't do them when I actually bought them because the DMV was closed because COVID and because Illinois state of Illinois, the DMV, they were all closed for several months. Fair enough. So I got the cars, I got all the necessary paperwork, and I finally had today. I woke up early, about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Got in the shower, scrub a dub, get myself ready, combed my beard,
Ooh, fancy.
put a mask on it, and I went over to the DMV. And I was ready. I had all the documents that I knew that they would have. I called my insurance company, picked up a copy of my insurance renter's policy to prove my address for the real ID. People who don't live in Illinois, do you guys have real IDs in your state?
I have to get mine. It's a headache.
Is that
What do
a
you mean
thing?
by real ID?
It's literally called the real ID.
New York State has it too. I had to get a new birth certificate. I had to get a new birth certificate, and then COVID hit, and I haven't been able to go back. I have to go into DMV to get mine.
I'm in New York. I never had to get a real ID.
You're gonna have to get a real ID.
Literally called the quote real ID end quote.
It's a difference between having a state ID and a federal ID.
I have a driver's license. That's all I need.
It's the same thing. It is your real ID is your
You will
driver's
not
license.
be allowed to travel out of the state of New York anywhere once it was supposed to become law. COVID hit and they canceled.
Yep. That would, if y'all didn't know.
So if
if you didn't have a real ID in your state, your
can't get on a plane.
intercontinental travel would have been severely hampered. You would not have been able to get to TSA with a regular ass driver's license. You're going to need a real ID, which is like your state ID, and there's like a little gold star in the corner.
I need a real ID. If the law had stayed, no COVID, and the law had stayed, I would have needed. I was doing it. I need a real ID to get from California to New York.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little bit like over the top?
Huh?
Why don't they just upgrade your driver's license?
Here's why. And honestly, I think Illinois might be the fault of this. Okay, correct me when I misstep. In Illinois, there was a horrible, disgusting car accident on the Stevenson, and a dude in a fucking semi ran into the back. He wasn't paying attention, and he plowed through several cars with his semi. Do you remember this guy?
Vaguely, yeah. I remember it's the reason
young.
that
we were
getting
young.
my CDL was such a pain in the ass.
We were very young. When
Yeah,
this,
it was like
when the event happened. I was probably like 13 or some shit. So you were probably like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So it was like it was very bad. And then they went to do. I mean, of course, the guy driving the semi survived. They look and see it, check out his license. His license was a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did an investigation. People were paying the state of Illinois $500 to get CDLs, commercial driver's licenses, which is what you need to drive like big rigs and all that, and dump trucks and all that shit. You need a CDL to drive these larger vehicles, and Homeboy had just paid for his. So they started going back to see, well, who else is unqualified? There were so many people that just paid for their CDLs and were not qualified to drive those vehicles.
Yeah, it was a whole thing like through the governor's office too.
And where is that governor now? He's free because fucking Donald Trump pardoned him. Thanks, Rod Blagojevich. You piece of shit. Because there was so much corruption, who would have thought there would have been corruption in Illinois? There was so much corruption in the state that they're making it even harder and harder and harder to get a driver's license. And now they've come out with the Real ID, which makes it another step harder to get. I don't want a CDL. I already have a valid driver's license, which took me some years to get. After $1,300 for a $200 ticket that I didn't know existed, and then I changed states. I moved to a different state. Didn't know that the ticket was there, and came back to Illinois and tried to get a license. And they're like, "Nope, you owe me $1 billion, million, trillion dollars." And I was like, "That's fair."
They made me get a new birth certificate or everything. They made me get everything brand new. And pay me money.
I had to get. So doing that, I have the Mini Cooper. I have the Mitsubishi. I'm trying to go to the DMV because I need to get the titles for the vehicles that I have purchased. One 2 years ago and one in the last 6 months. I need to get titles in my name and get new registration, and I want to get vanity plates. So I'm like, all right, this is going to be a little bit of a pricey trip. Let me go ahead and head up there with like my expectations low. But first of all, I need to make sure that I get my license changed with the Real ID. The line in the rain was completely around the block.
What?
Stupid.
You guys aren't scheduling stuff? You're not like, you don't have a schedule?
No. If you're there, you get to go.
Oh, because Connecticut's DMV, you get appointments.
Yeah, same thing here, but
completely
it doesn't
around
matter.
the block. Now, keep in mind that the state of Illinois only opened up a few months ago. They are a year backlog with people updating their. I don't know if everybody in their states have to get like the registration stickers and all that stuff.
Not anymore.
But you have to get stickers, and you also have to get inspected, and then eventually your license will expire, and you got to get that renewed. And if you move, you definitely got to go back and get that changed, because if your address is wrong, that's a problem. I just wanted to go in, get my Real ID, get that fucking out of the way. And the line was in the fucking rain, dude. In the rain, the line was around the building. Like the entrance, there's two entrances. One for like vehicle registration bullshit and one for like license bullshit. It was around.
That sounds like old school. That's like when I was growing up in the 70s, 80s. I remember that.
I'm looking at the Real ID stuff, and it's no different than what you need for a driver's license.
There's a twofold part of it. So there's two ways you have to verify your shit. And one way is if you already have a license, and that makes it pretty easy because you can just bring in a pay stub or some shit like that.
The thing is this. It's the exact same thing as a regular. Yes, in my situation, they said I needed a new copy of my birth certificate in particular, so I had to hunt that down.
Yeah, because it's proof of, you have to have proof of birth.
Yeah, so I have my birth certificate, but the copy I had was, let's just say, it was outdated, and they made me get a brand new one from Vital Records.
In 2008, I had to call my hospital I was born at and have them mail me forms so I can get an ID in the first place.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't live in St. Louis anymore, but I had to call St. Louis hospital, talk to their billing department, talk to their clerk, talk to their whatever, and then have it mailed out to me.
Anytime
And
I've lost my birth certificate, I have to contact the other side of the country. I understand the hardship. Trust me.
it's absolutely unnecessary. But all of this is because they were giving away fucking CDLs for $500. The state knew about it. They were getting their kickbacks. The people who were in charge of those departments got their kickbacks, and that's why all of us are jumping through these hoops now.
yeah. I still got to pay for my shit.
Hoops be damned.
Yep.
I was ready. I was ready. I was prepared for the bullshit.
Oh,
So I walked in there. I even went to
spit.
I haven't got myself a motherfucking file folder. What you say? What's that you said? What's that you said? You need my what form? Motherfucker. Got that motherfucker right. I got that motherfucker right meow. I got all the forms. I went on their website. I found all the forms that they could possibly ask me for. And I got a file folder at the store. Bought that shit. Filled the bitch the fuck up. Guess how much it would cost? And please don't cheat. Guess how much it would cost for me to get one title had a lien on it, and I had the lien release form and all that shit. I had the lien release form because it wasn't me, it was the people that owned the car before me. That's why they didn't have the title. So there's the lien release form, and then blah, 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 blah. So that's a replacement title. So replacement title and transfer of title and my a real ID. We'll go around the horn on this in Neil fashion. We'll start with Lady Faye, Ease, Tim, and then Kay. Guess how much that cost?
For two vehicles or one?
This is a copy and a transfer, and the new ID.
$273.
Are you doing this prices right style?
No, don't get out of here, you fucking $1 cheating ass son of a bitch. No, I hate that fucking rule. $273 for Lady Faye. Ease, what say you?
Yeah, I was gonna say about $250.
$250 for Ease of the Isms. Tim of the Bristols.
$500, Bob.
$500, him says. And Kay, what say you?
I'm gonna go with $350.
$350 for Kay.
$1,200.
Closest to the actual retail price was Tim.
But honey,
it's
What?
$667
God damn.
for me to transfer the fucking titles for cars I already bought.
lovely.
It was almost the devil's number.
They charged me $301 for the clean title, $301 plus $50, and then $25 to get an ID or address change on my real ID.
They
And a real
charged
ID.
$300 for a clean. Wait, how much for change ID?
$25.
Okay, but $300 for a clean title?
It's a clean title. It's literally just a piece of paper that has her name on it, and
Right.
then it's going to have
300.
my name on it. It's
That's some
$301 American dollars.
Damn.
And they wonder why people refuse to live in this fucking state anymore.
I was
Wow.
gonna say your state is crazy. You should
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
You should definitely should move.
$300 just
So
for
then
potato.
I called my mom's because I always call her when I leave the DMV because I love hearing her like pissed off and flabbergasted about shit. It cracks me up. It makes me feel better. She was like, yeah, I always had to pay a whole bunch of shit. It was never that much. So I'm like, I have to. I was like, I'm gonna go online and research this. Maybe she meant I need a 301c form. There's no way that she meant. Oh, and here's the best part. Wonder Lady Faye, how do you think I had to pay for that?
Gosh.
Cash.
Ease, you say cash. Tim, how do you think I had to pay for that?
Well, you had to pay for that with a check.
Kay, what do you say?
Like a money order or some shit.
Okay, Tim and Kay are both correct. They won't take cash. They only take a check or a money order.
I'm so glad I don't fucking live here.
It's 2021. Here's the best part of the whole thing. They take debit for other services that they offer.
But not for that.
So if I want to transfer my title, I have to use check. But if I want to update my license address and it costs $25, that I can use my debit card and it's $25 plus a 13% fucking fee to run the card.
13%.
You need to move.
Mm-hmm.
Your state's
I think
fucked.
I think it's officially time for me to run for governor of Illinois.
Oh, that explains
Hell yeah.
everything. Illinois.
All I really have to do, my only platform, the only thing I will be doing for what is the governor's term? 6 years?
Depends on the state.
Depends on how long they've been there.
Okay, help me. How long is the governor's term?
It's either 4 or 6 years.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
I would assume
Oh, what
six.
the fuck, Kay? You're no longer my campaign advisor if you don't know how long I'm supposed to. You're supposed to know these things. You knew this was coming.
No, it does matter if they've been there for a while or not. So.
But that's the thing, though. I'm going to run for governor, and my sole only job is to reform
The DMV.
the DMV. It is unfathomable. So imagine this. Ease. I'm going to put you in the hot seat here. Let me, you know, motherfucker. I'm going to put your goddamn picture up here.
It's 4 years, by the way.
4?
Damn.
Okay.
I was googling it. Too slow.
Thank you.
Too slow.
Thank you, Kay. so Kay, or Kay. So Ease. Nice. Love, dude, that fucking font is your script is excellent. So here's the thing. Ease, you're a dude out on his luck, doesn't have a car, has to take the bus or walk or bike to work. Wonder Lady Faye is your rich auntie, and she dies and she leaves you a Ford Taurus. Not even like a fancy crazy car. No, you know what? That actually doesn't work because there's exemptions for such cases. Let's say Wonder Lady Faye is in love with you. She loves you so much, but she can't just give you the car. She sells you her Ford Taurus for $25.
For $1. You can do it for $1.
Well, $1 is just like disrespectful. Let's say 25. He got 25. He got the 25. So
Okay.
you buy Wonder Lady Faye's car for $25.
Is it still a Ford Taurus? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Can we? Oh, you know what? You know what? That's not right of me. What car is it? You tell me. What car is it?
It doesn't matter. I'm just
No. Do it. It's fun.
It's a BMW M5 BMW.
Ooh, I like M5s. 2-door.
I've gotten fancy.
Ooh, you so fancy, Faye.
Oh, I'm so fancy.
So she sells you this M5 for $25 American dollars.
Oh.
She hands over the title to you. You sign it. She signs over the rights to the vehicle. The VIN numbers is all pretty much in your name. All you have to do now is go to the DMV. In the state of Illinois, if you don't have a $300 check, that vehicle is hers.
It's messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Never mind the insurance you have to pay.
that's
Never
not
mind
okay.
never mind the maintenance that you have to pay. Never mind the sales tax that you're paying on both of those things, the state tax that you pay on both of those things. That vehicle technically is not registered to you because you can't afford to register it to yourself.
Right, for 300. That 300 is excessive.
I am confused and befuddled why it costs so much for a vehicle to be transferred from one person to another person when it is literally just ones and zeros in a database.
No, seriously, $300 is excessive. I mean, look. So throughout my life, that I've been in mishaps, and so a long time ago, I had an ex-girlfriend who we owned a car together, and we split up, and she had the bright idea of calling it in stolen and never told me. I sold the car, and the guy I sold it to couldn't register because it was stolen. So, there were fees. And even then, it didn't exceed $200 to fix that shit on the title. It was never that. So just to register for $300 alone, that's way too excessive. Just like way too excessive. That makes no sense. I mean, it's your state. That's what they do there. I get it. But wow.
Like
well, my brother-in-law gave me a Honda when he wrote in the price as services rendered. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yikes. But here's the thing though. What could they possibly be needing the funds for?
Bureaucracy, of course.
Yeah. Most of it is
probably paying off police brutality, but that's my opinion.
And that's the second prong of my fucking run for office is I will remove what is it called? Fucking shit. Immunity. What's the immunity they have?
Qualified.
I'm removing qualified immunity so that all of my major cities will no longer be paying out of the police union. It will be coming out of those individual officers' pensions, and that will save our great state so much money. I can't live with all of this. I can't. So what they're really trying to make the money up on people buying vehicles. So if someone's in a bad spot and they need to sell me their car, I'm thinking twice about it now, because I've done it probably 2 or 3 times now where I've bought cars, never driven them, but I've given them to other people because they were in a worse spot than I was. And I was able to really kind of facilitate the deal and put the money out up front and get them into the car that they wanted to be in, or a car that was workable for them. And then they can just like hit me back piece by piece until we're like made even. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like as a homie kind of thing. I'm not going to fucking do that if I have to fucking sign everything over to me and then lose $300 fucking dollars every time I have to fucking do it. If it's a good deed minus fucking $300, that's not a good deed anymore. I'm not doing it. You can fucking forget about it.
Hey guys, I got to run. I got stuff to do. Oh, I'm gonna go get tacos.
Tacos.
I'm gonna go get tacos.
My taco lady, she's been MIA for the last week and a half. I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
No.
Yeah, no, I have a really I hope she's not gone for good, but ever since last week she's been MIA and it's really, really bothering me. She's really good.
But I gotta go. And then I gotta do my show.
Here.
So
hold on, before you leave. You got hella time. All right, Tim, I'm gonna full screen you. Tell everybody where they can find you, what you're about to go do, and how do they give you monies.
So they can find me on my Twitter handle, which is @TimBristol on Twitter.
Hey.
They can also find me on Facebook and my show, Speaking from the Center. It's facebook.com/Speaking from the Center. And then you can also find me on YouTube, youtube.com/Speaking from the Center. I have set up a Patreon. It is happening.
Yes.
It just has to be approved, but it's patreon.com/SFTC.
Speaking from the center.
Yep. And as soon as it gets approved, I'll post it everywhere. But yeah, 8:05 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook. Speaking from the center live. Apparently, Shartan's going to be there, so it'll be us yelling at Shartan.
Shatting.
What? Just remember, you guys have about maybe a month or so before the benevolent titan that is Mikey Famine absorbs your show and puts you into the bin network.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to actually ask you and Shartan about that. So
why would you ask Jarthan?
he seems to think that he runs things.
Shatting.
Also, I was promised music.
I have it. I just need you to pick it.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll pick it.
I haven't talked to you because you don't like me and you only talk to your friends. So
You only talk chatting.
you only talk to Jottin over there. fucking Jottin, fucking chowder eating motherfucker over there.
All right, I'm gonna go get tacos because that's what I'm gonna do.
You won't eat tacos, coward.
I'll eat all the tacos.
Oh, and clip that tons of mice. Thank you, Tim. We will see you later.
I'll see you guys later.
All
See you,
right.
dude.
Bye.
All right, he's gone. Let's talk about him.
Okay.
He's
That
tacos.
motherfucker.
He's not gonna eat tacos. He was a kid.
Kay, unmute yourself. For
Hey.
2 seconds. What will it take to get you to be a presence on the interspheres?
On the what now?
The interspheres, because it's not just YouTube, it's not just Twitter, it's not just the interspheres, all the different planets that make up this galaxy.
To what kind of presence? Like
Not just a chat presence, but where you have a weekly segment that you do your shit with people of your like mind.
Yeah, that could be cool. I don't really know shit about shit though, so I don't know how much of a segment it would be.
No, not a segment. This is the Bin podcast is slowly but surely trying to take over each corner of the internet that it comes into.
Ooh.
Like the blob.
Well, like coronavirus. The most viral thing that people can think of right now. Aside from that fucking Friday song. Or Baby Shark. Yo, Baby Shark kind of knocks though. I'm not gonna front. Like, I know it's a hot take, but Baby Shark shit kind of sounds all right. It was overplayed, but it does not sound bad as far as kid songs go. Like Baby Shark or Barney. Yo, I'm riding with Baby Shark. Baby Shark or Caillou. I'm riding with Baby Shark.
Yeah, I'd take Baby Shark over like the Wiggles or some shit.
Yeah, like Baby Shark slaps as if you bring up fucking what's the DJ, what's his face? Oh God, what's that show? It was like a black dude with glasses, and he was like some like conductor of a band. He was like DJ something. God damn it. Oh man.
So basically, you're asking him to be an Oscar on the bin.
Oh, a Grouch.
Yeah.
Kay, are you good with that? Being the Oscar the Grouch of the Bin podcast?
Damn, am I that contrarian in the chat?
Sometimes it can appear that way, but I know you differently. But
Yeah.
From the outside view, yeah.
Yeah, I could get that. Yeah, I try to tone it down a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't quite come off right, but yeah, I'd be down for that.
And I'm so sorry. I don't know if there's a non-binary day, but we didn't really have an episode when that day landed. I might make just like a bin trans-binary day or a show that we do every year on that specific week of the year. Like this is the I can't say 69 because 69. What week would be good for non-binary? 10th week of the year. I don't know. I have to figure something out. But I want to have like a dedicated show for all of our trans and non-binary friends that are part of our small little community on the interwebs. So I need you, I need Theo, I need fucking I need purple is not non-binary, but I need lavender
Sam.
lady,
You'd have to do
Sam
it
Chaos.
You'd have
I
to do
need
it in June,
what's June?
Pride Month.
Oh, June is Pride Month?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just have to like just start like a Twitter or like a Facebook group or something and just like kind of get opinions. I don't know the best way to implement that. I'm not in the community. I don't want to be the arbiter of and this is your guaranteed day to be yourself. Like I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy. So I gotta reach out to everybody else and see what's good for them and which day would mean the most. And that works for me.
Yeah, I'm not really sure when all the visibility days or whatever holidays land on.
The visibility day was last Wednesday.
See, yeah, totally missed that.
I did a show on it, and then the only thing I said about it was like, can we stop treating trans people like they're objects that need to get rotated every fucking 2,000 miles? Can we not? But yeah, I definitely want you and Theo involved. I want to get all of my trans and non-binary people involved so that people understand the show that you've come to know and love can only exist with our fucking trans foundation and non-binary foundation that makes us as great as we are. We only look and sound and react as well as we do. It's because we have such great people behind the scenes teaching us how to not be assholes. I mean, we're assholes, but not be uninformed assholes.
Dope.
Please and thanks. Please and thanks. Okay. Where was I at? Oh, fucking IQ. IQ, I swear.
Poor child.
Love IQ so much. Miss Faye, anything you want to add?
Not this week. No, I've been working on some things, but we'll see what happens. I'm slow getting anything done.
Okay. Big doggies.
I got into a groove and I'm finishing up commissions that for you guys. Yours is done already. I got to get it out to you actually. I have Cortez and Brienne.
Brenna.
Why do I keep saying Brienne? I don't know why.
I don't know. Don't say that. Don't. I know there's no way she's gonna watch back and listen this far into the fucking episode. Yeah. But don't let her hear you call her that. She's gonna freak out.
No, I gotta remember that. I don't know why I keep saying that.
Like Jenna plus a B.
Got it. I'll remember that. I'll remember Jenna plus a B. So yeah, hers is next. I'm almost done with Cortez's. I finally got it. It was actually a puzzle for me. But I got it. I'm gonna finish it up, and once hers is done, that's it. But other than that, yeah, I'm just in a groove, chilling.
In a groove, you fucking talented piece of shit. I fucking hate you. You're so good at shit. You make all the rest of us look bad.
Thank you. It's not that easy. It's not as easy as it might look.
You make it look easy, and that's your problem.
Yeah.
How dare you? So let me do this. I'm gonna do this number. Thanks everybody for joining into the Bin Podcast and hanging out so long with me with the after show. If you guys love independent media and you like what we do, or if you like any one of us, please go to patreon.com/the Bin Podcast. Drop in what you can. I know you got that stimmy. Don't pretend like you ain't got that stimmy.
Sharing is caring.
Let me get a little piece of that stimmy. But for real, if you can't support us monetarily, likes are important. Comments, interactions with the individual episodes are important, and sharing the video to new listeners always helps us out. It always helps us out. I'm Mikey Famine. So for Wayne, Brenna, Cortez, Jartan, and myself, and for my esteemed panel on this side of me, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys. I really do. And we will see you on the 15th with Ike. Oh my God. You guys are going to fucking love Ike. If you guys have any interest in criminal law or prosecutors, public defenders, and she's going to give us a good little speech about the 5 R's. If you want to know what the 5 R's are, if you don't know what the 5 R's are, you need to know what the 5 R's are. So that means you need to show up next week on the 15th for me and the rest of the gang with Ike, Al Shabazz. It's going to be excellent. I love you guys. I really do. Bye.